Hi, and welcome to Strictly Salina. I'm your host, Carol Bell. Today on Strictly Salina, we have Linda Henderson with the Rolling Hills Zoo. You're the Director of Marketing.
Yes.
Thank you for coming today.
Thank you for having us.
We love having you guys on the show. So we're going to talk about everything that's going on this summer, which is quite a few things.
Right.
So you guys are very busy out there. We love that. So let's start off by talking about the Zoo Cruise Car Show.
Right. The Zoo Cruise Car Show will be on June the 8th. It's a Saturday evening, which is a little different than what we've done in the past. In the past, the car show has always been on Father's Day during the day, and there were some difficulties with that, and so we made some changes. We moved it to an evening event, which last year was the first year for that, and everybody loved the new format. It's cooler. It's a great time to be at the park. Evenings is my absolute favorite,
Yeah.
And so it makes for a great event. So when we do the Zoo Cruise Car Show, there is a cruise involved. So we will actually have all the cars gather at the Salina Mall, and then they will cruise out to the zoo together in an escorted cruise, and then they come into the park all together. So if you're there when the cars are arriving, you get to see them all drive in. It's great fun seeing that.
I bet.
Yeah, it is good time with that. So once they get in, they'll park in the park green grass area that is out in front of the Overlook restaurant. So everybody can go check out the cars there.
Cool. Very fun. So do you want to add anything else to the Zoo Cruise?
Yes, there's a lot to add to the Zoo
there's
Cruise.
a lot going on because we were just talking about it. So go ahead.
So along with your ticket, and your ticket can include a vehicle registration or not. There's no additional charge to bring a vehicle.
Okay.
So that's very different than a lot of car shows. But with that ticket purchase, you get our barbecue dinner, which include brats and barbecue, pasta, salad, chips, and the gourmet ice cream bar. And so they'll get to participate in that. We also have King Midas and the Mufflers playing that night, and it also includes brew from the bar. So it's a lot of fun. It is a family-friendly event, so kids can come. But we have a great time in the park, see some awesome cars, ride the tram around the zoo, and just have a great time.
Very good. You guys have the best events. So then, since that's normally on Father's Day weekend, this year you have Dad's Rock on Father's Day weekend.
We did want to honor our fathers because, you know, they're an important part of our family, and we don't want to neglect them like we do honor mothers on Mother's Day.
Right.
So for Father's Day, we say that dads rock. And so on Sunday, June 16th, dads will be in free with a child. And so we welcome all of our dads to come out, bring their kids, have a great time. We are actually having a Rocking Dads bacon cheeseburger meal special at the restaurant. Now, what dad doesn't love bacon and cheeseburgers together?
Right.
And so it's going to be a great time. We'll have our keeper encounters going, lots of activities happening at the zoo. So it's a great time to celebrate with Dad.
Good, good. And then directly after that, we're doing the Safari Breakfast. It looks like you've already had one event for Safari Breakfast. What is that?
Safari Breakfast is a chance for you to get into the zoo before the zoo opens and have a really intimate encounter with whatever our featured animal is. And so what we do is we do these on the first Saturday of the month throughout the summer. So we do one in July and one in August. We already did May and June. And they'll get to come into the zoo. We'll take a tram to the exhibit. There you'll have a breakfast, and they put out a great breakfast spread for each one of these, and each breakfast is different. So each time you're going to get a different meal. And then once you've had breakfast, they'll let the animals out of their exhibit houses, and you'll get to see them greet the morning, as they say. That's when they're most active, I think, and it's so much fun to watch them. The keepers, they'll then come out and do some interactions with the animals, tell you a lot more about the species as well as the different personalities of our animals at the zoo, because they all do have their own personalities. And so the one in July will be for the African painted dogs, and the one in August will be with the cougars.
Oh, fun.
So yeah, and people absolutely love these. We've already done giraffes, so we won't be doing giraffes, but next year. And sign up early, that is the key, because these are sellout events. So if you're really interested in doing one of these, now is the time. Do not delay. Get online and get registered.
Okay, perfect. So, and we'll put the website up here in just a little bit at the end of the show, but the next one is in August, Run for the Hills and the Back to School Blast.
Right, those are both on the same day, August 10th. Run for the Hills is both our 5K run as well as our fun obstacle run. Last year was the first year that we changed up the fun run and made it an obstacle run. So the 5K run is what it is. Right. People have a blast. We have so many people that come each year because it is a challenging course, but it's a fun course. And the neat thing is the animals are out when we start the run and they love to watch.
I bet.
Yeah, and even runners have commented about how amazed they are that the animals are really paying attention. And basically, I think they're saying, what are you guys doing out here so early? We're not used to this. And so then after that run, then we do our obstacle course. Now last year we had the color mandrel way, we had the foam forest, we had the bubble path, we had where you had to crawl under the canopies, the snake slither, and then we ended it with the penguin plunge, which was a gigantic water slide filled with bubbles. And so people had a blast with that. Kids were having a ball, and we just think that one's going to keep growing bigger and bigger because it was so much fun.
It sounds like it.
And so then after that, not only do you get to participate in that, that also gives you access to the park for the full day. But if you don't come for the runs, it is our back to school blast, and that means that everyone receives half price admission to the zoo that day. And we'll have our bounce houses going, we'll have our water obstacles going, keeper encounters, all kinds of things will be happening in the park. Animal feedings will be taking place, so there's plenty for everybody to do, and we just have a blast with everybody right before they have to head back to school.
Right. You have the best job.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, let's see, my favorite, the Zubru Craft Fest.
Right, Zubru Craft Fest. Again, that was another event that we reimagined about 3 years ago. And people are loving the way that we have made the changes to it. So now, last year we had over 80 different brews in the park, and you get a 4-ounce tasting of all the brews. So last year we introduced our tasting mug, so everybody gets a tasting mug, and you just go around and try all the different brews as many times as you want. We have food stations that you can munch on throughout the evening. We have a live band this year. It's on Sunset Sinners. We'll be playing live. They have a great review. They have a great following, so we think they'll be an awesome band to have in the park. This is a 21 and older event, so it is not family friendly, but we have so many people that come out with their friends, their colleagues, their buddies, and just have a great time. The other nice thing is if you're a little not wanting to drive after enjoying all of the festivities, we do have bus transportation from Salina out to the zoo and then back to Salina.
That's awesome.
So you don't have to party with us and then get in the car. We want everybody to be safe, and so we're going to provide that transportation, and there's no additional charge for that.
That's nice. That's very nice.
It's very good.
Very cool. I'm going to sign up for that. So then Grandparents' Day is in September.
Grandparents' Day is in September, on September the 8th. This is something new. We haven't done this before, but grandparents get to come out and enjoy some fun activities with their kids. Special pricing for all of those activities, so we encourage grandparents to come out. It's a little cooler in September, so it's a nice time for those grandparents to bring their kids out.
Yeah, good. And then we go right into Art Gone Wild.
Art Gone Wild, one of my favorite events. That is when we bring our plein air artist out to the park. Plein air art is drawing your inspiration from what you see around you in the out of doors, and that can be in any shape or form as far as their mediums go. So we've had watercolor, pastels, oils, sculptures.
Oh, cool.
So there's a lot of variety there, and they'd love to engage with our zoo guest. And so they're out there creating. You can see them create all different kinds of things. They're either drawing landscapes, they're drawing the animals, which is really fun to see.
Yeah, I bet.
And they get to draw from that inspiration and interact with you. Kids love interacting with us to see how this art creative process goes. Then, of course, we have our own residence artist, and those are the animals. We have about got 23 different animal artists in the park. And so they'll be painting and doing their creativity in their own unique way. Every one of them does it a little bit differently than the other ones. Of course, we also have Millie, our diva artist.
Yes, she
Millie's
is.
our chimpanzee, and Millie picks her own colors. She chooses her own item that she wants to do, whether it's a canvas or an egg, or if she wants to do it on a bag. And then she also lets you know when she wants to change colors, and then when she's done.
That's so cool.
So she's a lot of fun to watch. But we, Zuri the giraffe paints. We have our snakes painting. The African painted dogs, they naturally paint, but their painting is a little different because they're motivated by scent.
Oh.
So they will roll on the canvas
Oh, neat.
because there's scent on there. So everybody's a little different. It's a fun event.
I bet. I mean, it's so educational.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, very good. Okay, and then the Public Safety Appreciation Day is September 21st.
Yes, that's a great time for us to honor all of those who serve us on a daily basis. And that's our fire, our sheriff, our police, highway patrol, EMS, anybody that's a public service servant. They get into the park for free along with their immediate family. They just have to show their ID.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's very wonderful. You guys do that for them. And then October, my favorite time of the year, Pumpkin Palooza. That's a
Yes.
big deal, isn't it?
Pumpkin Bazoola is our biggest event of the year, and that is so much fun. Kids 12 and under get in for half price, plus they receive a free pumpkin from the pumpkin patch. Plus, they also, if they wear their costumes, which most of them do now, they also get another free gift from the zoo.
Oh, good.
So along with that, we have all kinds of games and activities going on. It's just a fabulous time to be in the zoo. And, it's a huge fall festival.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
something very exciting.
Very cool. Okay, and then to wrap it up, we have some pretty big.
We do have some pretty big news. This is our 20th anniversary year. And so on October 26th, which is the official day of the very first opening of Rolling Hills Zoo, we are going to celebrate. And of course, we do everything big. So we're
That's
going
right.
to do that celebration big as well. There will be all kinds of games and activities, bouncers going on in the house. We're going to have a special hot dog feed that's all free.
Oh, wow.
And of course, you can't have an anniversary without cake. So we will have cake in the park as well. But there's going to be a lot of fun activities going on. We're just getting into the meat of everything that we're going to be doing with all of those activities. So I want everybody to be watching for all the big announcements coming up. And if they haven't seen the gallery show, now is the time this summer to come out and learn about what makes Rolling Hills Zoo Rolling Hills Zoo.
It is amazing.
It
It's
is.
amazing, an amazing story.
Yeah, it is an amazing story, and it's the most often asked question at the zoo is, how did this zoo get here?
Right.
From those people that did not see it grow up from the
Yeah.
start. And even if you thought you knew the story, there's a lot of the story you probably don't know, and it's a fascinating exhibit. Not only that, but there's a kids' exploration corner. The kids will have a blast. Not only that, but I've seen parents in there too having a lot of fun as well.
I bet. How fun. Well, Linda Henderson, thank you so much for coming today.
Well, thank you for having us.
It's always a pleasure.
We always enjoy it.